You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven to go, 'cause I got you, don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories of the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugar coat. I'll stay in bed, I still got the feeling that you're next to me. Stuck in my head when lights go off. You're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven to go, 'cause I got you, don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories now the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugar.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You're kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous,
What's up, guys? Welcome to Wednesday night studio sessions. I'm Shawn. This is episode 18. Wow, 18 episodes in. We almost have a full chat at the beginning of the show. So I think that's a record. I don't even know what day it is. May 8th. So my birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 43. So this is the last show that you'll see me be 42. I'll be 43 tomorrow. So happy birthday to me. And in other news, about a half hour before the show started, I hit 4,000 subscribers. So that's awesome. My goal was to hit 4,000 by my birthday, and I did it. So thanks to you guys. Thanks for spreading the word. Thanks to Claude for having me on his show and getting me a bunch of subscribers last week. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? I see Claude put on deck that he wants to talk about their action camera, DJI's action camera. Oops. So we'll find out what that's about. Everything Tech wants to talk about the new Oculus Quest, as well as some DJI drone predictions. Everything Tech smells 4K subscribers. Yeah. Woohoo. But yeah, thanks for the birthday wishes. I wasn't trying to just... I guess you guys didn't know it was my birthday, so maybe I was fishing for something. So Claude left me. 3,999 now. That's not very nice. I had a good time on Claude's show Friday. We had a good time talking. Brought out our action figures and talked about our manly dolls, and I'm trying to think about some of the other things we talked about. He did a GoFundMe and got a girl a Spark, donated a Spark to a girl, and getting her all set up and converting another person into drone pilotry. So that was pretty cool. But I'm checking my subscriber count right now because that just frustrated me. I've got a realtor texting me, so I might get a little distracted tonight. But hopefully good things are in the mix as far as getting a house, getting a new studio, that type of thing. So, Claude, I'm going to try to... It depends on when you're on Friday. I probably won't be able to make the lunch show, but if you're on like a little later in the afternoon, I might be able to make it. But I'm going to a developers conference downtown Nashville on Thursday and Friday. So, and it's payday and it's my birthday, so I might just go do something fun for myself. I might duck out of the conference early, like maybe around lunchtime, because Friday afternoons everybody's getting on planes going back to their house. So I might just leave early. But I'm looking at DJI's website, and I see 6 days, 12 hours, 51 minutes, and 16 seconds. They're going to release something. And to me, it looks like an underwater drone. That's my prediction. But I don't know. It could just be the underwater case for their Osmo Pocket. That would be so lame if that's it. Oh, that would be lame. To build up this much anticipation for a little plastic case. That's probably not the case. I know several people that have been out in California for some special DJI event. So all right, so Claude brought up something that I used to do all the time, and I've kind of gotten a little bit lazy on it. But trying to build a community of drone pilots, action camera enthusiasts, VR 360 people, just people that are like me, that that just want to hang out and talk about cool stuff. If you want to, you can go to anybody's name in the chat, and there's 3 dots next to their name. So can you see the 3 dots that are moving around in the chat? If you right click on it, oh no, first you have to click it. All right, you see this little menu that pops up? You go down to go to channel, but don't go to their channel. Right click and open link in a new tab. And then what that'll do is it'll open up their page without you leaving this live stream. And whenever, like, open up all those tabs, and then after the show, go subscribe to all those people. And it's just a fun way of us, all hanging out and subscribing to each other and kind of building our community and moving towards each other's success on this venue. I think what Claude's got going on is pretty cool. He tries to do it every day. He has a Google Hangout, and he invites anybody that wants to hang out to just turn their cam on and join the conversation, and then he posts it later in the afternoon, the replay, and it's really cool. I'd had a great time. I was eating chicken on his channel for, I don't know if I was there for an hour and a half or an hour. Woo! That's live streaming there, guys. That's some fresh, well, I sneezed. But yeah, Claude's got a pretty cool thing going on. I gotta see what Claude is talking about, an action camera. I don't know, the leaked images look pretty crappy. Sorry, I'm a graphic designer, so some of these Photoshop jobs are hilarious to me. I believe that it's an action camera. The only thing that would make me want it is if it's an action camera with a gimbal on it. And the reason I say that is because I don't think DJI makes very good cameras. You guys might hate me for that. All right. Chris, you can say things, but I don't want you using any foul language on here. All right? That's going to be your warning. Claude, I made you a moderator. If you could help out with that, that'd be awesome. The reason I say I don't think they're good at cameras is my DJI Osmo Pocket as a gimbal is pretty cool. As a camera, it sucks. I'd say probably 40% of my footage out of my DJI Osmo Pocket is usable. Now, there's some cool things that it does. And if it did it right, and if it did it good and proper, I would love it to death. But, compared to the GoPro is amazing. Compared to the RX0, even though my RX0 is just the original, so Chris, you can stay and hang out. I just don't want you were pretty vulgar right there. I just don't want you to cuss on my page, all right? I am on kids YouTube, and there's children watching my show, so that's the reason I don't even think you need to use those words. But anyway, call me an old man. But that was just kind of a random comment out of nowhere, so I don't even know what that was for. So if DJI releases an action camera that to compete with the GoPro Hero 7, I feel like if the DJI Osmo Pocket was good, they wouldn't have needed to put out an action camera. I feel like DJI does not, as far as cameras go, they're not that great. Their drone technology is top notch. Their image avoidance and, ever since the Spark came out, their drones are a little bit beefier and a little bit sturdier, and I think they're going in the right direction there. But yeah, I don't know about. I'll have to see some footage, and even I saw some pretty good DJI Osmo Pocket footage, but then when I got the camera, it's just okay. What's up, Mario? So how many pounds have you lost, Mario? What are you down to now? These pictures are pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm just not super impressed with DJI as a video. I think what I'm about to do is I'm about to sell my DJI Osmo Pocket, and I'm going to take the money and put it towards a Ronin S, because I think a Ronin S with a good camera on it is way better than the DJI Osmo Pocket with a proprietary little camera. And the reason I say that is, and maybe they'll get it right this time, but DJI is good at making cameras that take video from hundreds of feet away. But when you put one of those cameras this close to you, it really, really struggles to focus. It struggles. It just struggles. And it overheats. And, like, I get it. They want to make amazing products and rush them out, but I've been unimpressed lately with DJI Osmo Pocket. So Mario is down 45 to 47 pounds. Nice. I think my daughter only weighs like 60 pounds. You've lost my daughter in weight. That's awesome. Emma got her Spark now. She showed it on my live show today. Oh, that's awesome. Did she crash it? When I gave my son he's 11 now, but I think he was maybe 9 when he flew my Spark, and I pulled it up to a safe altitude, and I was just like, just see how fast it can go in that direction, and when I tell you to let go of the stick. And so he shot it, but he also used the other triggers. He was like, woo. And so the drone's going fast, but it's also like rising at the same time. It was funny. So Claude knows someone that gave away his Osmo because he didn't like it. Yeah. I wish I could give it away. I can't afford to give anything away right now. Some dumb nut hit the front of my car, and so I got to pay for a deductible so I can get my car fixed, and then we're trying to get a house, and just life is crazy right now. But if everything works out, we'll have a new studio on July 1st. Well, that's when we're planning on getting the house, and then we'll be in there soon after that. And my YouTube channel started on July either 4th or 5th is the birthday of my channel. So that's exciting in itself. So Termy's here. He loved the 360-degree camera on my drone. Sweet. This week I put an Insta360 One X on top of my DJI Mavic Air and flew it around. And I was pretty impressed with the Air carrying that much weight. Just because I've kind of moved into the direction of putting heavy cameras on my Unique Typhoons. When I go back to the Air and try to put a camera on that, I forget how much the drones wobble when you put a big camera on it. But it did pretty well. I wouldn't do it in the wind, but it was a pretty clear day, so it was good. Mario, I want to give away one of my action cameras. I bought 2 cheap for no good reason. Yeah, some of those action cameras, if it just says 4K on it, doesn't mean it's a good camera. No, Mario, it wasn't a hit and run, but look for my Garmin Speak Plus video, which is, the Garmin Speak is exactly like the last Garmin Speak that I reviewed, but this one has a dash cam on it. And luckily, I had a dash cam that saved the video file when somebody was driving a truck with a big long trailer on the back of it, and he didn't swing wide enough and just ripped the front quarter of my Jeep off. So I got it all on film, and that's going to be in that review. And I think I showed it here a couple weeks ago. I can show it to you guys if you want to see it. Let's see if I got that. I don't know if this is it or not. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Nope. All right. We're live, and I'm by myself, so we're messing things up. Yeah. Just look for that video, Mario. You'll be able to see it. It wasn't a hit and run. He stayed, and I had witnesses saying I was just sitting there. But it was just kind of funny. So Claude's been on YouTube for 5 years now. He got action cams free. You got 8. Wow, that's awesome. What? Daniela's here. Hey, Daniela. I haven't talked to you in probably a year. So I used to have a YouTube, or I used to have a live stream on Sunday afternoons, like right after church. And that was when Daniela, and actually Mario used to come to those live streams as well. That's when I met them. And yeah, I haven't talked to Danielle in a long time. So Mario, so why the deductible? Or is it they have yet to determine whose fault it is? Okay, so here's what I'm going through. And I didn't realize in 2019 that you have to do everything yourself. So in the last couple weeks, I had $700 stolen from my bank account. And I have disputed all of that money several times, and I have to go in the bank, and nobody from the bank calls me back, and it's just like, really, guys? And then the insurance, since they hit me, right now I'm trying to buy a house, so I don't have an extra $500 deductible to put down. I can get my car fixed if I put my $500 deductible down, and then they'll go chase the other company's insurance company to get the $500 deductible back, but man, it's crazy. Danielle's kissing my face. Okay, my wife won't like that, but Daniela, I have new software for free to offer. Normal price $100. Is this of interest? Hey Daniela, don't try to sell things on here. We can talk and we can hang out, but I don't want you to promote stuff like that on here. Daniela sent me, so her husband puts 360 cameras on drones like I do and flies them around. He has like a FPV drone that he flies around. I believe Daniela has a Yi drone, if I'm remember correctly. And I've watched a lot of her videos on Veer, which is a 360-degree social share. It's kind of like YouTube, but it's for 360. And then one of the coolest things she ever sent me was a video of drone racing underground in caves, and it was one of the coolest things I've seen in a while. I'll try to find that video and dig it up and put it back on here. So yeah. All right, so we've talked about the DJI action camera. We've talked about the DJI Osmo Pocket. We've talked about Mario's belly. We've talked about my car wreck and my financial woes. So what else you guys want to talk about? Parrot announced the Parrot thermal a couple weeks ago. So that's exciting. I wish it wasn't so expensive, but there's thermal software, I think, is what has hiked the price up. And I'm not in the thermal drone flying world, so I don't know. I know it's expensive if you want to survey land. Get like the survey cloud service where your drone takes a bunch of pictures and also uses sonar to figure out the altitude or the what is it? It figures out the elevation of the land, and I know all that software is usually what hikes the price of those drones. Like my Unique Typhoon H Plus, it's the same drone as the H520, but the reason the H520 costs so much is because of the orange paint. No, I'm just kidding. It's not because it's orange, but it's because of the software. It has a different firmware on the controller, and it has a different software, so you can survey and do inspections with it. But as far as the flying capability, it's the same. Okay, so Danielle's on here and she can listen. She's trying to sell us some software. If you guys want the software she's trying to sell, contact her. But Danielle, that's going to be the last we're going to hear about the software, okay? I'm not trying to be mean, but there's a reason why I don't want to turn this channel into everybody trying to sell their stuff, okay? Even though I'm trying to sell stuff sometimes, but I want it to stay and remain a community where people aren't bothered by everybody trying to sell them stuff, especially this live chat. feel like I'm in a daddy mood tonight. I almost put some guy in timeout and I don't know what to do. So let's just change the subject. So we want to talk about the Oculus Quest. I don't remember who that was. Was that Tech? I think that was Tech. But so let's talk about the Quest. So there's two headsets behind me. There's a Lenovo. How does Casey do that? There. So this is the Lenovo Mirage Solo. And what it is a standalone headset with 6 degrees of freedom that you can use, and it's a Google Daydream device. Okay, so Google has their own their own store for VR content. I like the Lenovo Mirage once I'm in VR, but the store is kind of disjointed because it's a lot like an Android phone, and so you'll get like this beautiful menu of like trees and like there's like a waterfall with like a stream going through. And with 6 degrees of freedom, I went out to a tennis court and put it on in like 100 degrees with a battery on my face. So I'm surprised I didn't have a heart attack or something. But I was out on the tennis court and I just wanted to see how far I could go. And you have to put it in developer mode so that you can walk outside of the boundaries of their Guardian system. But I could just walk forever. And it was really funny, like these three-dimensional trees all of a sudden became like flat, and then I'd walk through them like paper and then keep going. And I was even like, there was a little cave and I could go around to the cave, and that was super neat. And then this is the Oculus Go. Oh gosh, very easy to join my channel and cast video. All right, Daniela, that's your last chance. I don't want to do this in my live streams. This is crazy. So so this is the Oculus Go. It's a headset, standalone headset that has the Oculus software in it. And it's standalone. I feel like this one is the most. It's pretty much like the Gear VR, but it's more fleshed out than the Gear VR because it's all one unit. This has technology in it made by Yi. Wait. No. This has technology in it made by Me, which they're the company that made like the Me Sphere that I like 360 camera. And then this, wait, I'll rotate. So the Oculus Quest is made by Lenovo with Oculus software in it and touch controllers that are basically like the Oculus Rift touch controllers. But if these two, if these two headsets had a baby, it would be the Oculus Quest. So it's going to have, the headset is going to feel more like this one, but once it's on your head, it's going to act more like this one, but it's going to be better than this one with less resolution. Anyway, it'll be fun. Drone Effects with Claude suggested the Unique Breeze. Yeah, you can find Unique Breezes for pretty cheap. They didn't do very well in sales on the Unique Breeze. If you can afford it, I would get the Unique Mantis Q. The Mantis Q is all the things that were wrong about the Unique Breeze were fixed in the Mantis Q. But it's still, I think the Mantis Q has a gimbal. I really want to try that drone out. But the video quality is pretty good on the Mantis, or on the Breeze. But I didn't keep the Breeze for very long because the body was pretty cheap. But the Mantis Q has 3-axis sensor-driven image stabilization, so it still only has. I thought it had a gimbal on it. Does it not have a gimbal? That looks like a gimbal, but it might not be. The problem with the Unique Breeze 4K, even though it takes 4K video, it was not like the only video coming out of the Breeze that was stabilized was 1080 video. If you think of like a Bebop, like a Parrot Bebop, it's got a 4K camera on it, but the only footage that's worth anything is the 1080 footage because it's stabilized. Mario, if I was getting a drone for cheap, I would definitely get. Now and if 4K is not a concern for you, I would get the DJI Spark. It's one of my favorite drones I've ever had. It's tiny, it's solid, flies well. You only get about 11 minutes flight time out of it, but that's what I would suggest. So yeah, Mario, I'll put it on my. I don't know if it's on my board or not. So Claude, do you have a Breeze 4K? I knew you had a Typhoon H, but I didn't know if you had a. I mean, yeah, Daniela, if you can afford the Air, I love my Air. It's a great drone. He was asking about a drone like $200 to $300. I don't know if I have it on there or not. Yeah, I don't have it on there. I also. Oh, that's true. If you're gonna go brand new, Claude, I see on Facebook Marketplace, I see Sparks for $350 all the time. What you want to do, Mario, is you want to get something that's GPS stable, or that has a GPS hold on it, because the last thing you want to do is spend all of your time keeping your drone from hitting things. You want a drone that hovers, and then you tell it to move over there and it moves over there, and you tell it to move over here and it moves over here. That's the kind of drone you want, especially as you know, if you haven't flown a lot. Um, like those, like my son can fly the Spark because of the hold. A lot of the toy drones you see at Target or I almost said Radio Shack. Is that still a thing? I don't think that's still a thing. But a lot of drones that you see at Walmart and Target. Now you can get this. I think you can get. I know you can get Parrot drones, and I think you can get DJI drones at Target. But that's my suggestion. Or I would look for something that's maybe 2 or 3 year old technology. You can get that for pretty cheap. Sure, Daniela. Tell us the new rules in Europe. Claude just said no. It's hard to figure out what you're saying no to. Yep. Yeah, I would say DJI Spark would probably be the lowest common denominator I would suggest for anybody. There's a Tello that has some DJI parts in it, but it's such a tiny little drone that it's just, like any gust of wind will just throw it down on the ground. I tried to fly. The Tello is really fun to fly inside, and the Parrot Mambo is pretty fun inside as well. Um, Claude's pushing for the Breeze, and the Breeze is a pretty good drone. Yeah, you can get the Breeze. I'll agree with Claude on that. So Daniela said every drone needs electronic chip inside in the air in Europe, and will have a very strange rules. So prices there will go down. You need special advanced license. The drone is 3 miles too fast. Interesting. So it's classified in the dangerous group. Prices fall down for used DJI Air around $150. There's your ticket right there, Mario. Go to Europe and buy a DJI Mavic Air and then come back. Done. Brilliant. Mario, does the Breeze have GPS? Yeah, the Breeze has GPS in it. The Breeze actually has a really cool app. And the one I had came with the controller, but I remember the controller was really, really hard to get going. I bought mine the same time Everyday Dad did, and it was when it was like Black Friday 2 years ago, I think, and I remember getting it for $150, and I remember saying in my video that the drone was not worth $500, but for $150 it was pretty good. So I think that would be good. I'm still amazed at the Phantoms that I see, like the Phantom 3s, are still going for like $600. It amazes me that old drone still. That was my first real drone. Amazing. Oh, you know what else would be a good drone is the Parrot Bebop 2. I've seen those for about $350 with the controller, with the small controller and the VR headset. And it's a decent drone. It's one of those where it has a big lens like this on the front of the drone, and then and it shoots a 4K ball, and then from that 4K ball, it has digital stabilization for HD video. It's pretty good. It feels cheap, and then it's made out of styrofoam type material. It's like a plastic foam, like a fanoodle. But if you think about a fanoodle, you got to chew on that pretty hard to get a piece off. So, Nacho, what's up, Nacho? Where are you now, Nacho? Washington? I forgot where you moved to. Nacho's been nursing all over the U.S. Claude doesn't think they produce the Bebop anymore. That's interesting. There's a new one. I forget what it's called. So on their page they still have the Bebop 2s, but they don't have the Bebops anymore. And there was one that was like a Bebop Power. Daniela, which drones are now good for 360? I still want someone to make a 360-degree drone, to be honest, Daniela. I use my Unique Typhoon H Plus, but I still have to fake things. I want like a camera that just flies, is what I want. Nacho is you're on Mount St. Helens. Are you for real? You get cell reception on Mount St. Helens? Danielle said beer ? No, I'm drinking water. Mario, oh, I forgot about 360. Now what? So yeah, 360. Now if you want to take a picture, Paradenofi, hands down. Just because you can point the camera in every direction. I did a pretty good picture of my the house that I'm trying to buy last night with my Air, but you really need a clear sky for it to really look that good. Nacho finally got enough signal to get on. Well, you get on, Nacho. You get on. You get on, boy. Claude says the Anafi is going away too. What? Interesting. Why is the Paradenofi going away? And where did you get this information? So in the professional drones, they have the Anafi and the Anafi Thermal, the Anafi Work, and then the Bluegrass Fields. That's the one I was trying to think of. Bluegrass Field, man. Oh, because it's a bad Wi-Fi drone? Yeah, you can't fly very far with the Anafi, but you can program the heck out of the Paradenofi. I don't do, like with my Paradenofi, I don't do much manual flying. The Paradenofi is a dang robot in the air. DJI Mavic Air, I've got to do a lot of the stuff on it, but the uh, but the Paradenofi, and maybe that's just the nerd in me. Maybe I enjoy flying. I enjoy programming a flight. Here's some things that you can't do with the DJI Mavics. You can't program a flight, save that flight, and then refly the same flight over and over and over again. That's what I love about the Paradenofi. I know they're trying to do waypoints on the DJI Mavic, but the waypoints aren't even close to being like Flight Plan on Paradenofi, and even the Bebop. I mean, the same software for years. It just runs really, really well. They've got Litchi, but I had a flyaway using Litchi, and so I just don't like Litchi anymore. But so yeah, I'm tired tonight. It's been a week, guys. I got to go to a conference in the morning, so it's been a struggle. But we've had 29 playbacks tonight. I have a chat rate of 1. I don't know what that means. I think everybody in here has chatted at least twice. I don't know what chat rate of 1. Maybe that's 1 chat per minute or something. I don't know. But, yeah, I feel like it's been a pretty boring show, guys, tonight, and I apologize. It's been one of those weeks, but I'm going to continue to be positive. I'm going to soldier through it, and I'm going to say a lot. So, So Claude, you said that they're coming out with an action camera. Is there anything? Is there a water drone? Because I feel like that's kind of where a lot of companies are going is making like a little submarine drone. You can like take your boat out in the ocean and then stick your drone out in the water and then kind of swim down. I think that would be really cool, and I think DJI would be really good at that. I don't know how you handle GPS though. I don't know if you have to like stick something in the water and then that's your beacon. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Yeah, Nacho, it's your fault. If you'd have been here earlier, we'd have had a great show. But instead, I guess maybe I'm just in one of those moods. I feel like I'm in a bad mood because I had to reprimand some people in here. But whatever. I'm having a good night. I'm gonna have a good night. What do y'all think about y'all can see more of my office. Last week, so I did Claude's show on Friday, and I was like, man, I hate that camera being so close to me. So what I did was I bought a black curtain for that corner, and now my backdrop goes all the way across. That my big king size blanket goes all the way across, and then there's a black curtain in that corner, and then I even put my old backdrop over here. So from there all the way over to there is like dark black. Come here. Nope. I thought my cat was going to make an appearance, but my cat doesn't want me to pick her up. She wants me to let her out on the patio. So where are we at on time? It's 7:54. That's a good show, guys. I just said it wasn't a good show. Oh, so Claude said tethered. That makes sense. Here she is. Ugh. There's Zoe. Cool. All right. I'm in a weird mood now. I think I'm gonna cut the live stream. We're gonna cut the live stream in 6 minutes. So I gotta figure out how to be happy and nice and think of something to talk about. What should we do, Zoe? What do you think? You want to take a bath? Is that what you want to do? Okay. I'll show you a crappy camera. You guys want to see a crappy camera? I bought it on Craigslist for like $20, I think. I was like, I'm at least gonna put that on a drone and do a video about it. Oh gosh. It came with some killer accessories too. It's got this huge case. And when I got it, for some reason I thought it was a 360 camera, but it's only a 180 camera. But it's got a big old lens on it. So we're at least going to put it on a drone and see what happens. It might not be. I feel like all my other cameras have such good resolution at this point. But we're going to try it out. What I like about it is it's got like a quarter 20 here, DJI. Put dang quarter 20s on your cameras. It's got this really awesome case, underwater, with GoPro attachments, DJI. It's got this little guy. This is crazy. So this is a silicone thing, and my grandparents, they used to have, you used to have bars of soap in the shower. They would put they had this little piece of rubber that was like suction cups, a whole bunch of suction cups, and they'd stick it to the shower, and then the soap would stick to the other side. So there's a suction cup mount that comes with this camera. There's this little mount which lets the lens point this way, so I can hang it off the drone and do 180 video from the drone. It comes with this, which is a GoPro bicycle mount that has an actual metal ring in it. So, in my opinion, this is worth about $10 by itself. It has this mount. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to show you about that camera. But we're going to try that out. And it has a case. It has this really awesome camera bag. So even if the camera is complete trash, I got $20 worth of accessories. And when I looked up, I always look up cameras that I buy to see how much you can buy them for on Amazon. And I think it was, I don't remember what it was now. I'll look that up and I'll tell you. What's funny is Vivitar is a brand that's been around forever, so I don't even think they sell it. I appreciate it, Mario. Yeah, so the 360-degree camera used to be $200, now it's $79. So this one's just the 1080. So it's probably worth even less than that. So anyway, it'll be fun to just try. Nacho, think about me. That always makes you happy. Yes, Nacho. I like women. I like my wife. I can't say I like women. I like my wife. And she's everything to me. But I don't know, Nacho, you in that taco hat. Just kidding. I don't know where that just went. But I think we're about to sign off. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. A video that I'm about to do, I'll give you a sneak peek of what I'm going to do when I get some time. Is I got this set. It's called, that's bright. There we go. It's called the Grip Gear. And it's an automated slider. It also has like this little robot where it just kind of drives your camera around. And it has like a GoPro panoramic mode. Just tiny cameras. It's something that'll... I'm in this robotic phase, so I think that'll be pretty cool. So anyway, that's coming up. It has like a slider, so it'll slide up and down, and I've seen some really, really cool videos made with that kit. And the kit was only like $100. Maybe it might have been $79 on Amazon, but it'll carry a 1.5 pound camera. So most of our cameras nowadays are under 1.5 pounds, except my big old Canon. But yeah. Mario, best luck on the home search. Oh, Michael with the blade. What's up, man? Don't push a blade on a man, it shades or no. That's what I think about every time I hear your name. That's a throwback to the 80s for all you youngins. So Claude says, no, you love your wife. You like women. I'll take that. Yes, I love her a lot. All right, guys. So it's been an awesome stream. I'm going to try to be on Claude's channel. I haven't. Well, I'll try to be on Claude's channel this week. So you subscribe to him, and you'll get to see a bunch of other guys that like to fly drones, or the grumpy vloggers on there. So anyway, it's a good time. And yeah, happy May the 8th, guys. Here's to 4,000 subscribers. We're going to try to get 10,000 subscribers by Christmas is the plan. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful night. Peace out.